Hi everybody, it's me, Legaro Laxon, also known as Chino and Artie. I gotta say something about the DC universe. The DC universe has been changed a lot. I mean, when unlike Marvel, Marvel was really doing their best to keep it on the source material. That's why people like the Marvel movies a lot. But Warner Brothers do their differences with their original source. One, like in the past, there was actually a Superman movie starring Shaquille O'Neal. It's called Steel. All right, the what do you call it? He's an Iron guy. So I gotta say that was a disaster. Then they have another movie called Catwoman with Halle Berry, and it was a disaster too. Now, when those are really bad movies. Now, when I watched Batman v Superman, the theatrical cut was like a lot of missing elements. You know, it was very tamed and very toned down. But when you look at the extended cut, which was like 3 hours long, I was very fond of it. It was very, very, very enjoyable. And I mean, the first theatrical cut, I gave it a 5 out of 10, but the other extended cut I give it a 7. And then they have the new, it has short cameos like the new Justice League coming out in the Comic Con trailer. There's actually, the Suicide Squad that was released, and people are giving it bad reviews. You gotta understand about DC, okay? And they work with Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers always want to show something new. They stick to the source material a little bit, but they want to show something new. So when you watch Batman v Superman, they cram 3 stories in one movie. That's including Doomsday, Wonder Woman, and The Dark Knight Returns. So they can't, they want to show something different. Same thing with the new Justice League. I mean, the original Justice League didn't have Cyborg. It does have Aquaman, The Flash, Superman, but yet this is a different. They want to show something new, and I gotta put support on DC. They make great movies on, behalf of comic book movies. That was based on the DC comics. So, um, their animation movies, like the ones that comes out on direct to video, are actually originally to the source material, but a little bit new. And I mean, they're really doing their best, and that's what's great about DC universe. Marvel sticks to its original source. I believe they're making a new Punisher TV show beside the Daredevil one, the Netflix series. Oh man, the Punisher was badass. It rarely shows the skull, but it shows Frank Castle. But I'm talking about DC now. So DC is they're very awkward now. It's very, I don't know how to say it, but they really want to show something new. So there's always new. Don't expect them to use totally originally from the original source. Look at the Suicide Squad. That's not the original Suicide Squad. Slipknot is killed. The El Diablo is already killed. And I'm sorry about the spoilers, but the new Joker, starring Jared Leto, I gotta say he's great. He's great as a Joker with his laugh and great soundtrack, but it was panned by critics. They literally panned by critics. People were giving it like bad reviews, and I mean, look at Green Lantern. That's another one. Actually, that's a bad movie. These are the worst DC movies. Okay, there was Steel, there was Catwoman, and then they have Green Lantern. I mean, I got the complete set of toys right behind me, like literally Green Lantern. I was a big fan of Green Lantern. All right, he has kryptonite all over it. All right, I even have these other ones right there, and Batman, Dark Knight Rise board game, and then I'm a big Punisher fan, so this is my Marvel side right here with the complete set of the Avengers Age of Ultron action figures, brother and sister right there with Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. And as you can see, Captain America and Iron Man. I have doubles. The only one that I don't have double is Iron Man because it's really hard to get him. Now, understand this. Iron Man, the movie, the first Iron Man movie was the one that started it all. Alright, with Nick Fury. So, then after that, Ultimate Hulk came out with Edward Norton. And then it has Tony Stark again in the end. So, that's how they invented their universe. It started out with the Iron Man movie. Now, I know these actors don't want to be labeled for their characters. Like for example, Michael Keaton is always the greatest Batman movie because Tim Burton collaboration. But I'm just saying that support the DC world. I mean, if you guys gotta understand, the DC world is the what do you call it? They always want to show something new. It has nothing to really do much with the original source, but they want to show something new. So, like when you look at the comedian from Watchmen, he played as Thomas Wayne in the Batman v Superman. I gotta say, he did a great job as Thomas Wayne. You can imagine him being the Red Bat, you know. So there's a lot of things going on. There's here I got more Green Lantern toys right here. I mean, you know how much I got this for? $1, the 99-cent store. You know, and I got some head. This is rare, okay, and these guys are rare too. And then this is a rare board game of the Dark Knight Rise with 4 figurines, and then you have extra figurines. You know, these figurines I remember back in the days. Okay, this now I gotta go in a different step here. Let me see, where did I put it? It's called City of Villains and Heroes. The popular one was the villains. All right, and it shows the strength of these. You know how they're designed. You see how it's designed. I believe Marvel went a different stand. Look, I remember when I bought this 2-box set. Okay, it's an online base, kind of like World of Warcraft, and it came with a figurine. So, and exactly the same pattern, adjustable powers, etc. So when you're playing board games, and it comes with the comic book. I mean, I got the collector's edition, so I gotta say, you gotta support the Batman, and like, I mean, Christopher Nolan's Batman. That the ending was great. It was just like watching Dark Knight Returns, and then they have the Gotham Knights, and then I have the soundtrack. This is the best soundtrack I've ever heard in Batman. And then I got the other stuff, because I mean, Heath Ledger was a great actor, nominated for won an Academy Award for his performance as the Joker. That's one of the rare things that you will see in a DC comic book, is that there is a Oscar winner for the DC universe. So Jared Leto did a great job. I gotta say, something new shows a thing. I mean, with tattoos, and then a fully tattooed hand with a smile to extend his smile, but it still does not really explain why his teeth is messed up. So here's a spoiler too. It has Batman conflicting with Deadshot. Of course, that is Batman's arch enemy. Captain Boomerang was captured by the Flash, and when I look at the Flash, he's more of like an extra because he has his own TV show, extra armor. So thank you guys for watching. Please support the DC universe. No negative comments to them. They're doing great jobs. Except those 3 movies I mentioned about Steel, Catwoman, and the Green Lantern. But they make great action figures. Okay, I mean, I remember back then I was begging just to get the right Batman toy that's just fully black, not the one that's colored. So thank you guys for watching.